Hello and welcome to Lifting the Shadows Espanyol episode 2. We are back, ready for the first game of the season. We've completed our stream on Twitch. And as you can see, first game of the season is against Villarreal. Quick catch up for those who didn't come to the stream. The pre-season was kind of a mixed bag, really. Excuse me. We beat Jablonec 2-1. We had Javi Lopez's testimonial, which we lost, but he scored. Leicester beat us 2-0. And then we decided to change up a little bit because the formation we were using it wasn't making the most of Vargas. And then we beat MSK Zelina 3-1. We drew with Neustrelitz. We beat Feyenoord 1-0. We lost to AZ Alkmaar. And then the Europa League qualifying rounds arrived. We went away. And we lost 1-0 to Lokomotiv Plovdiv. It gets worse. So we lost to Plovdiv. Momshil Zvetanov with the only goal of the game. We took them back to our place, gave them a bit of a spanking. We dominated the game. We should have scored 4 or 5. We hit the woodwork like 90 times. We drew our friendly with Braga. Even though they were down to 10 men, they scored after going down to 10 men. And then we got to the third qualifying round. So first we played Plovdiv. Then we had a wonderful 3-0 victory against Cracovia. You couldn't make it up, could you? Couldn't make it up. And then Cracovia came back to our place. They blew some smoke in our face, scored a late goal. And that's about it, lads. We are lads and lasses. Apologies. So we've got AEK Athens in the next round. But we're here for the Villarreal game today. So, quick update on the tactic. We have switched to one of my pre-saved tactics, a tactic that it's very similar to a tactic that I've used in Football Manager 2019. As you can see, we've made some signings. So, Kayeri, Vargas, I don't even know who he is. Basically all of these are people who are here first. So this is where I started. So we got Lucas Silva in on a free. As you can see, he's an absolutely beastly deep line playmaker, midfielder. He's playing as Amazala currently. And I think he's a really good buy. We got him on a free and he's worth 11.5 million. So I'm really pleased with that. We got in Denis Vavro on loan from Lazio. No option to buy, which is a shame because he is quite a talented player, but he's going to be our main starting centre-back this season. We bought in Christian Ganea for 925k. My scouts didn't really rate this guy, but I really like him. He doesn't really have any weaknesses. He's just a solid, all-round, decent wing-back. And he's got 13 vision, 14 crossing. He's solid, if not spectacular, and he has 16 free kick taking. So for less than $1 million, you couldn't really go wrong there. Then we loaned in Ryan Brewster, the young Liverpool forward. I am a Liverpool fan myself, so you'll probably see a lot of interactions with Liverpool players going forward because I know their players better. It's just how it is. We got Lissandro Tramoni, who is verging on Wonder Kid status this season. We got him for 650k. It was a compensation fee. He just signed a deal with us. 19 determination means he's going to improve quite heavily over the next few years. And then we bought in a backup goalkeeper called Giedrius Arlauskis, who is very solid, 31-year-old Lithuanian, big, dominant figure. Don't like that he tries to play his way out of trouble. Not a fan of that. And then the big money signing Calero was bought in. Jesus, I haven't even played him yet. Is Benoit Badiashile, who is a really highly rated young French centre-back. He has really high potential, as you can see, and he is in. In terms of outs, we have got rid of quite a few. Hermoso was gone before we got here, which is a shame because he's actually a very good player. We sold Didac Villa. He was in his last year of his contract, and because a Chinese club was interested in him, he didn't want to move. So we were basically, he didn't want to re-sign a contract. Sorry, he wanted to go. So we were stuck with selling him. Aaron Martin, I'd have loved him to stay, but he was gone before we got here. We sold Naldo. He was sulking over the sale of Didac Villa, pitching a bit of a fit about it. Started getting other people involved and being a dick, so we got rid of him. Not having disruptive assholes in my team. Plus, we'd already signed Badiashile, sorry. We got rid of Pablo Piatti. Very gifted player. He's in FM19. I played with Espanyol a bit, and Piatti was actually a beast for me. He scored loads of goals, but his injury record is shocking. He gets injured a lot. And he was on big money as well. He was on almost £60,000 a week, which we just couldn't really afford it. Luis is a young centre-back who was never going to make it, but we managed to get 600k for him. Javi Lopez had his testimonial and then left. He was on decent money. He's 33, he's aging, he's losing his physicals, and I'm just not going to have a year of coping with him whinging about not getting games. And then the big one that we sold was our goalkeeper Diego Lopez. He was on £87,000 a week, and he was basically eating up, or was it 70? I think it might have been £76,000 a week actually. Either way, he was eating up an enormous chunk of our wage budget. Our wage budget is only sort of 550,000 a week, and he was eating up 70 of that just on his own. So we've got rid of him. It means that we've downgraded in goalkeeper, but I'm confident we can get a young goalkeeper to play ahead of Arlauskas eventually. And that's about it. We haven't really... I mean, they've got rid of some really good players before I fucking got here. They really have got rid of loads of good players. Jesus. Oh, that's where Borja Iglesias went. He did really well in my other save as well. So, yeah. We basically got screwed by the AI before we got here, but they're the real life transfers. That's what's actually happened in real life. So, Espanyol are actually weaker than I remember them, because Borja Iglesias is a prolific forward, or he was for me at least. I actually played him as a shadow striker, and he just banged in goal after goal after goal for me last season. So they're the transfers. We'll go through the tactic. As you can see, we have gone, like I said, we've gone to a more familiar formation for me. The asymmetric formation we were playing just wasn't getting the most out of Vargas. So playing this way gives us a little bit more, well, it gives him a lot more time, and it gives him a lot more touches of the ball. As you can see, he's been playing pretty well overall. Pedrosa's been playing really well at right back, but I like the guy I bought, who's also, he had a beast in the last game. So yeah, this is basically the squad. It's all right. We're doing okay. I feel like we've been getting better over the last few games. So obviously Corsia is going to start. Vavro and Bernardo are our best two centre backs, but Badiashile and Calero are going to be getting game time because they are both young, and they are both ours instead of loans. Bernardo is 30. So I'm going to rotate them as much as possible and get our guys in. Lucas Silva I normally start, but for this game they want us to play with these guys because he's been playing quite a lot. And then obviously Ganea is the left back. Sanchez, Dada and Roca in midfield. Wule down the right, Vargas down the left, and Rian Brewster up front. So Alauskas is there, and he's happily swapping and changing with Prieto. I actually think he's slightly better than Prieto, personally. He likes sweeper, keeper, defend. I like that too, Alauskas. I like that too. What about you? He likes being an actual goalkeeper. Okay, so we're going to start Arlauskas in this game. He hasn't started yet. And yeah, David Lopez is almost back from injury. He is our captain. He is our highest paid player now. He's got about 2 months left. When he comes back, there are question marks over what we're going to do with him. Because this midfield three is working very well, I don't really want to disrupt that, but by the same token, I can't really leave our only important player out. We could play him at centre-back, because he's actually a very good centre-back. But I think he's going to just move in for Sanchez here. Who's just going to have to like it. Sanchez is going to be phased out soon. I could probably try to negotiate his contract down, but and then the rest is pretty self-explanatory. Jonathan Calleri, Melendo's going to hopefully get game time. If not, I will loan him out. And that's about it, ladies and gents. So shall we crack on and beat up some Villarreal? Oh yeah, and Mark Roca is unhappy at the sale of Piatto, was it? Oh, Javi Lopez. Yeah. So he's one of the people who got bitchy with Naldo, and he still hasn't dropped it, which is a shame really, because he's 22. He's a very talented player. He's potentially the best player at the club. He's got a massive price tag as well. He is wanted by Guangzhou and Lyon. If Guangzhou come in for him and bid above this, I'm taking it, because I can rebuild a squad for that much money. I can buy a player as good as him for half of that easily. I mean, I can just go like that for a start. Boom. Plays in all the same positions, plays in exactly the same role, is equally, if not better, in my opinion. He's better physically, and he's got more composure and things. So that's just off the top of my head. Marco Grujic could do that job very easily. How much was Grujic? Similar price. I could probably get him for less. So we're going to submit this team. Ganea's lacking match sharpness. That's because you keep taking him out of the team, you spaz. Alright, so Arcadius is not the number one, Prieto is, but he can be 13. Badiashile will be 21. Rian Brewster will be number 19. I don't know why. I just decided. Alright, teams are warming up. So who do they have? They've got Mario Gaspar, Raul Albiol, Alberto Moreno making his debut. Go on, Albi. Former Liverpool player. His concentration and decision making is poor. His positioning should be 4 at most. His positioning is shocking in real life. Ontiveros is a good young player. Oh, he's had a bit of a buff this season as well. We will be adding him to the shortlist. Santi Cazorla. Damn. Villarreal are good, boys and girls. Carlos Bacca. Aging now, but still beastie, and a fan favourite at Espanyol, Mr. Gerard Moreno, scored a good number of goals for us. We only sold him for 17.5 million last season. Alright, boys. We're the underdogs and that suits us. Let's go cause an upset. Alright. Off we go, ladies and gents. Off we go. So I'm just hoping for a performance. I don't mind drawing this game. Villarreal, like I've pointed out, are quite a strong team. So I'd take a draw versus Villarreal. I'd take a draw against all of sort of the top 6 sides, and then we just smash everyone else. That'll do. Bale's already scored for Real. Corsia, Victor, out to Corsia. Cross it to somebody. Cross it to somebody. Cross it to somebody. Somebody cross the goddamn fucking football. Or Dada can just shoot from miles away. This seems like a common theme in the beta. Chances to pull the trigger in good positions aren't taken in favour of working it back outside the box for a long shot. Which is... I mean, long shots needed something doing to them. Why are you just standing offside? Oh, Rian Brewster should have finished that. He broke the offside trap beautifully there. Vargas has won it out wide on the right. That's a poor ball from him, though. And that's a good ball from them. Moreno. Gerard, not Alberto. Brewster's pressing. Vargas is pressing. This is good. Corsia is playing it around in our own area because he's a fucking imbecile. So get on top of them, boys. It's good. Win it. It's only good if you win it. That's a very deep ball, but they've got it. First time cross, Gerard Moreno. It's over the bar. Feels like quite an even game so far. Oh, their manager's saying stuff. I better do it too. Demand more. They're all going to be angry. They hate me already. Because I sold their friends. I have no idea what they're in for. Tackle him then. Don't just run past him. There we go. Pressure. That's a well read by Vavro. I'll do. It was a bit sketch, but he got there in the end. Vargas. Go for a run, fella. There we go. And then pass it back. What's the point in dribbling forward all that way if you're just going to pass it backwards? Shoot. Okay. It's a corner. He could have ignored me and crossed it, to be fair. It's gone deep towards the back post. Nothing's come of it, though. Of course, he has lost it and then regained it. He's fed it to Ule. Victor has found Vargas out on this left-hand side. He's cut inside. Is he going to shoot? He's going to do whatever the fuck that was. I'm not sure that was a shot, but it probably wasn't a cross either. It was sketch. Sketch at best. Of course, he has done well there. Brewster, time to turn. He's found Victor. Oh, I should have played it earlier. Vargas is onto it, though. He's not the quickest, Vargas, but he is skillful. Dada. Victor. Dada. I feel like someone's going to have a long shot in a minute. Brewster. Dada should have made a bolt forward there. Of course, she had the right back. I've noticed that right and left backs break into the box like forwards way too much. It might just be that they're inside wing backs, which is helping with that cause. We've been the better side here, boys and girls. We've poured it on towards the end of this second half. Ule. Oh, I thought that was in. Damn it. I honestly thought he just dropped that in the bottom corner. Cool as you like. Cool as a cucumber. Yeah, it started out pretty even, but I think we've dominated this match. We've been the better side, boys. Looks like Brewster's not enjoying himself up top. Maybe. Because we have... Oh. I thought that was him attacking then. Fucking hell, I'm half asleep. What we are going to do is... not fuck with that. I'm going to go to tactics. I'm just going to change Brewster from a false 9 to a poacher. Because we have a lot of support and build-up. And I think that because he has the trait, likes to break the offside trap, you can see him already sort of weaving back and forward across the line. As soon as I've changed that, so maybe that'll prompt them to play more through balls. Also, what we can do is we can ask our roaming playmaker, Sergi Dada. He's already got take more risks. So let's just make him pass slightly more directly as well and see if he will pull the trigger in a more meaningful way. They are the two that are underperforming the most, but I'm taking off the nervous Mark Roca for my Lucas because I believe he's a better player. I don't really give a shit what the star rating says. He has better attributes for what I need him to do, which is be a fucking Mazzala. Dada's through here. Oh, why is it always the fucking right back? It's always the right back. It's cut back from the edge of the box, which should be the right back making the cut back. And it turns out that the right back's the guy in the box running onto the shot. Getting a lot of space here. It's a good save from Alauskas, but he shouldn't have had to make it. It was poor from us. Oh, yeah. We need a right back, by the way. Buddy Ashley is pretty quick, isn't he? I think he's quick enough. Show some fucking passion, boys. Come on. What the hell? He should have due-goaled us that. He should have due-goaled us. That's what my son calls it. A sweaty goal. Well done, Buddy Ashley. There's Buddy Ashley, right? Yeah. Alright, Vargas. Carry it. Just hoof. There isn't a single instruction in this entire tactic that tells people to just hoof the fucking ball. Can we please not just hoof the ball? Well, I said I'd settle for 0-0. They did turn it on in the second half. 0-0 away in Villarreal, and we were the better side for the most of it. We appreciate your efforts, boys. Probably going to ask me why I didn't sub Rian Brewster. I see he wants to impress me. Alright, so we do have bids in for a number of players currently. We'll do the press conference. Yeah. It's another business. Victor Sanchez is a joy to watch when he plays like that. Is he? He didn't score a fucking goal or get an assist. Braga manager was spotted in the crowd. Interested in signing Wule. I'm open to discussions. It's a lot of money. Do you get along well with Javi Calleja? Who the fuck's Javi Calleja? He's a bang average manager. We've got a good relationship. I don't know him. Won't be making comments on future team selections. Sorry. Alright. That's you're willing to do. So I'm trying to buy a right back, basically. Alright, guys. Thank you very, very much for watching. We will be back. Ow, bugger. Yeah. This video will go out a few hours before my live stream on Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. So, hello Tuesday. Hello future Nelly. Future viewers. So yeah, it'll go out a few hours before my live stream, and then I'll play on from the end of the transfer window on Twitch. Because I want to get a right back while it's in my head, because I have 3 different saves running at the moment, and I need to get it done, or I'll forget, and then I'll come back from my Bolton save or my Wrexham save or one of my other saves, and I'll just click and forget it. So thank you very much for watching. Chuck me a thumbs up, chuck me a subscribe, chuck me some love, some hate, some feedback, give me some comments, and I will see you in the very near future. Toodles.